Front Row MMA here with Josh Curley at Lionheart FC. Josh, 2 fights in a night, and you put in almost 12 minutes. You want to talk us through the first fight and sort of how you think it went?
It was tough. It was equally matched, and it was really well for me. He made it a big challenge. Everything he did, I tried to counter, and everything I did, he countered. And I couldn't have been as fair as it could have been.
Is it really difficult when you get opponents, certainly at an amateur level, is it difficult to scout them out? Is it all about your skill set and imposing your will, or do you do a bit of research when you can?
I didn't want to know anything about him. I just wanted to get in there, see how it goes.
It was definitely a fight of 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I would suggest that you were stronger in the second than the first.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, is that something that I've only seen you fight the twice. So is that something that we expect when we see you fight, that you get stronger as the fight goes on?
Honestly, I don't know.
It seems like cardio is not an issue.
Not really. I would have thought if I'd have warmed up a bit harder first, my lungs would have been a bit more open for the first round, because I found I gassed really quick straight away.
It's what we were just talking before we started the interview. It was almost like the first fight was a warm-up for your second one.
That was it.
Are you more pleased with the second performance than the first?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Is it because of the finish, or is it because of how you sort of engaged throughout that entire fight?
It was the first, yeah, it was kind of like a more of a warm-up, and I kind of got more into it. And then the second fight, I just wanted it more because of how much of we had an equal hand. Yeah. But I didn't want him to have an equal hand. I wanted to beat.
Well, you came out firing, because the first thing you threw was that high kick to the shoulder, knocked him off balance. Were you trying to set a tone there? Were you looking to try and?
I wanted a more aggressive approach to it, like, yeah, because he come aggressive to me, and I didn't expect that at first. And I'm a pretty aggressive person myself when it comes to that. And the way he flirted me, it kind of took me by surprise. Yeah. I thought, well, this person's as game as I am.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about some of the transitions in the second round. I mean, your speed in throwing up triangles and transitioning to the armbar was absolutely phenomenal. Who do you owe that to? Where does that come from?
Jack, the honey badger, and John, jiu-jitsu teacher.
How important, the UTC is a well-known name for fight camps, and UTC staff, and the Cannock is no different. How important is that camp to you? How important are the people around you?
Everything to me. I love the place. It's my home.
And how often are you there? Are you training like every day?
As often as I can be.
Yeah.
Most night. Well, I work shift work, so I can only do it afternoons 1 week, mornings the next week. So it's like afternoons all week when I'm working earlys, and then when I'm working afternoons, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when I can be there to train. So, is there a time in the next year when perhaps you're looking to step up to the A class and perhaps just the 1 amateur? Are you happy doing the sort of the interclub smaller shows at the moment to develop your all-round skill set? Where do you want to be in a year's time? I want to be as far as I can take it. If the quicker I can move up, the better it'll be.
And what's the biggest, because I look at me, I don't train. What's the biggest difference when you're training for an amateur C class as opposed to an amateur A class? How do you get used to taking headshots? How does that training go?
I don't know, it just comes as it comes. Yeah. I honestly don't know.
That's fine. Look, you put in 2 fantastic performances, one incredible draw, and then that second fight was like you just got started. We're really looking forward to seeing you fight again. Can we expect to see you on the next Lionheart?
Yeah.
And what is it about this event that you love?
Everything, the hype, the people, the training.
Now, I'm aware they do stuff with charity. They always put their money back into the pot. Is that something you're familiar with, the grassroots MMA? How important is it that they support this level of MMA?
Very important, because this is where you start. You start here and you have to move up to the top. You know what I mean? You have to start from the bottom. Yeah. So that's just as important as everything from the top.
Fantastic. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. 2 great performances, the second fight, and the triangle that you almost got was still one of the most amazing things I've seen in a long time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.